What up? What's going on, guys? Your boy Jess. Welcome back for another Madden 25 online ranked match. And today, we have the Atlanta Falcons going up against the Bengals. So, two very good teams, but the Bengals are definitely a top 5 team in the game of Madden. And you can make a case for top 3. Niners, Seahawks, Niners, however you want to twist that around. And number 3, you could, choose between the Chiefs or the Bengals. Either or, they're definitely a very, very good team due to their monstrous defense. So I'm definitely looking to hopefully have a lot of consistency on offense. And on defense, always the same, right? Have a game, hope for a mistake, hope for a fumble, interception, something to go my way, and then just continue to hopefully score and win the game. So he comes out in very heavy pistol packages. Right there, he goes over the middle, and wow. One-hand diving snag. So he's running the ball a lot, very heavily, and definitely a very frustrating tough thing to stop, especially with Josh Johnson back there. You don't know if he's going to take off or whatever the case may be, but he did a lot of switching around between Johnson and Dalton, so made it easier for me right here. It's a fumble. Look at that user hit stick, though. We're bringing the lumber, and we end up recovering the ball, and now we are on offense. And oh my God, does Steven Jackson have one of the best games for a running back I could remember. I went absolutely, look at this, just rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, 3 Bengals, make it 4 Bengals. That is a 4-piece quad. He is running over everybody. He had one of the very few games that I could remember being with the skinny, that he just runs over people, and oh my God, was it amazing to sit back and watch what it was that Steven Jackson was able to do this game. Oh, it gets better, people. It gets better. You think running over 4 people, it just gets better. He just, look at him, falling forward. I had a very good game with Steven Jackson, and being able to run against such a dominant defense made everything so much easier, because I wasn't expecting to have that great. Look at this, 2 people looking like a bowling ball just running right through the pins. This man is absolutely Marshawn lynching people. He is lynching people. He is absolutely going off. And like I said, man, I figured I was going to have some difficulty running the ball because of the linebackers that the Bengals have, the hit power, the incredible speed. And so far that first drive, I'm like, wow, Steven Jackson came to play today. So 3rd and 15 right here. He decides to roll out, and we hit him as he throws. So very dangerous with his touchdown on his backside. He decides to go for it. 4th and 15. Steps up in the pocket, but he does get it. As usual, we end up giving up the huge 4th down. That happens way, way too often. Then he hits me over the top for a touchdown, tying up this game. So now we're back on offense. And like I said, man, I'm going up against good opponents. This account right here, at this time, probably was top 600 or whatever. So I'm facing people in the top 1,000. So I know I'm facing, good opponents. But, as we did the first possession, all I want, double juke, he's some third, son. I'm just not running over people. I'm running around them as well. Going up against good opponents, look, you gotta love things like that, man. Falling for a gain of 1 instead of a loss of 2. You know what I mean? So like I said, man, going up against good opponents, man, with tough teams, I gotta be able to take advantage of each and every mistake that is made, and that's what we did the first possession, scoring on that fumble. So hopefully we can just continue. Look at the running. Look at him. Look at him, people. Tell me right now. Leave in the comment section after this game. Tell me you don't want to play with Steven Jackson. Tell me you don't want to play with Steven Jackson after watching this game right now. You have to. You must. I want to play with Steven Jackson right now. I'm watching this game as I'm commentating the video, and I'm just like, damn, I want to play with Steven Jackson right now, because he's absolutely having such a great game. As you see so far, Matt Ryan, he's 5 for 5, making 6 for 6. Only 6 attempts so far in 2 possessions. Why? Because Steven Jackson is absolutely carrying this offense, putting us in great situations. Quick little drag route for a touchdown. And usually when I play with the Falcons, I put in Davis because he has that speed threat. His speed is 85, 80 something. I'm not too sure what it is, but he gives me that extra element that Matt Ryan isn't able to bring. So that intangible of being able to have that speed. But we figure we'll start out with Matt Ryan. We do sneak in a couple of packages for Davis, but for the most part, we stuck with Matt Ryan. And like I said, it really didn't matter who was quarterback. With Steven Jackson playing the way he was playing, we didn't really need to pass the ball too much. So right there, we end up stopping that right there, forcing a 4th down, and let's see if we can go on ahead and hopefully get a stop this time around. And that's exactly what happened. Quick little B gap, and we end up getting to the quarterback in time, causing an incompletion, giving us the ball. Look at that fall 4. Look at that. Look at that. He should have lost 1. Instead, he gained 4. Like, he's falling forward for absolutely no reason. Look at him dragging folks. He is dragging folks. So, of course, he's calling his timeouts, trying to go on ahead and get the ball. Right here, we're just playing it safe. We're going to run the ball as Steven Jackson falls forward for another 4 yards. We do get ball at halftime, so like, you know what, let's play it safe. Let's kick our field goal. Let's go up 2 possessions. Worst case scenario, if he scores, I'm still up 3 with ball starting the second half. And I could potentially bring it back up to a multiple possession lead. So, you know, even though it was 2 yards, I kind of thought about it. I really wanted to go for it. I was like, you know what, don't take any chances, man. Let's play smart. I was lucky enough to get a fumble, and that right there was an extra possession. So, you know, I don't want to let that go to waste. So, hopefully we can go on ahead and stop him. He doesn't have any timeouts. Right there, quick little pass right there, close to a 1st down. But the clock is ticking, like I said, with no timeouts. If he doesn't try and go towards the sideline, he's not going to be able to get too much done. He throws in the coverage, and no for you. Give it to me, baby. Asante Samuel gets the interception. I thought I might have had a chance to return it for 6 right here when I broke towards the left, but I ended up getting tackled around midfield. So 17-7, we get ball starting the second half, and gotta appreciate being up 10 with ball. Hopefully we can just add on to this lead, and that right there could potentially be the ball game then. So we give it back to Steven Jackson, and incredible game. You know, not too many games that I've played with him where I'm actually able to get 60, 70-yard runs such as that. So that's one of the few times that I could remember Steven Jackson actually just getting loose. Look at the kicker, though. Actually getting loose and taking off, you know, a huge run right there. So definitely a great run by Steven Jackson. And, you know, so far he's just putting the team on his back right now. So here we go, back on defense. And the Falcons defense played very, very well this game. Right here, he just throws it up top. We just go for the pick, but we drop that. Another 4th down. If we stop him here, I feel like game is over because we would already be in scoring range. But he does end up picking up the conversion. And that right there sucks, man. If I was more, not more better, but if I was more capable of providing more defensive stops on 4th down, I know for a fact, man, I would win more games. I do give up a ton of 4th downs. It's very frustrating to do so. Because putting good players in 4th downs is tough as it is. You know what I mean? So when I get in those type of situations, more often than not, I give them up, and it's extremely frustrating. You know, it's like I said, it's tough even putting somebody in a 4th down situation, let alone continuously giving them up. So right there, he just hits me over the top with AJ Green, back up by 10. All I want to do is hopefully kill some clock and get myself into field goal range. You know, that way we can add on to the lead. Quick little drag route to Waddy right there. We pick up the 1st down, and that right there was one of the few times I've decided to pass the ball. Because look at him, man. Every time you think he should get tackled, he just doesn't. He's a bruising back that just had one hell of a game for me, man. And I know he didn't have one. Like, when I said one hell of a game, you're expecting 300 yards or whatever. To me, he had one hell of a game going up against such a dominating, fast, hard-hitting defense. Right there was one of the few times he was actually tackled by one person. You know, usually I was just breaking loose. So right here, 3rd, I tried a read option. Doesn't go anywhere. 4th down, I decided to go for it, and we did a very, very bad throw right there. That ball hung up way too long. I'm not too sure about Bryant's kick power. I'm very lazy. I should have paused it and just checked out his kick power. Maybe he has the power to kick it, but I didn't think so. So I neglected the field goal and tried to go for it, pick up the 1st down. Again, that's just me being lazy, not checking the kicker's kick power to see if he can make it from that far. So right now, he has an opportunity to bring it back down to 1 possession, but I still feel comfortable. You know, I felt fine on offense. I felt that, you know, I've been able to move the ball very efficiently so far against them. So even if I do get the ball back and I'm only up 3, I still feel good about being able to move the ball. Another 4th down situation, another conversion for him, and now this is just getting ridiculous. You know, I should have easily have been able to put this game away if I could get these 4th down stops. Stopping a good player, you know, 4 times in a row, it's tough. It's tough, man, especially for me. So right there, we drop an interception. So 4th and long, he decides to take his 3 to make it a 7-point game. So right now, with only 3 minutes left, all I need is 1st downs. I don't even need to score. Just get 1st downs, kill the clock, and this game is over. No need to try and do something extraordinary by trying to score a touchdown. But look at Quizzy! Look at Quizzy already putting us in field goal range. He could go. Almost. But we are already in field goal range, and that's perfect. That's all we needed. He needs to start with. Oh my, look at him just throwing people off of him. We're going to bring it down to the 2-minute warning after this one right here. Steven Jackson again with 3 Bengals in front of him falls forward. So right here, 2-minute warnings here. We decide to give it back to Steven Jackson. Run play, and he doesn't call a timeout, which I feel like is a mistake. He allowed me to waste 40 seconds of the clock. You know, one timeout would save him almost a minute. So I bring the clock down all the way to 110 basically, and you know, right now he has to score and go for an onside kick. Unless he scores very, very quickly, you know, those timeouts may come in handy, but I felt like in that situation you should call a timeout and not allow somebody to waste 40 seconds. But, you know, nonetheless, man, here we go back on defense. We get a huge sack on that play action. 3rd and 10 right here. He backs up. He throws right at me. Don't test the user. He is so disrespectful. Somebody, please give that gentleman a link to my channel. Let him know, do not throw the ball my way. So, of course, he's desperation mode right here. He figures I'm going to go on ahead and run the ball. And on 3rd down, we catch him napping. Figure he's going to do some type of run commit or heavy run blitzing. And we just catch him over the top with an unbumpable. And we don't score, so we can go on ahead and kill the clock. And he actually ends up just pausing it and conceding. And we end up winning the game. So Steven Jackson was absolutely incredible for me this game. Running through one of the better defenses in the game. You know, allowing me to not even have to pass that much. You know, I wasn't in too many 3rd and longs, 4th and long situations. So we ended up coming through with the victory and winning 12 points. So that right there shows that he had more skill points than me, so we beat a better opponent, and the running game was absolutely incredible. So, hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay in the video. I'm out. Peace. Give it to me, baby.